macOS Tahoe has been out for about a week now. Yeah, I've been using it since the day it got released. So far so good. I've been enjoying the new charge limit feature. I actually turned off Audacity for now. Yeah, let's see how reliable charge limit is. And it's only bugged once so far. Yeah, it has been working like flawlessly, but then there was a day where I left it on and my MacBook was still on. But I woke up the following morning and met my MacBook still charged to 100%. Yeah, which means like it's not as perfect as we thought. Definitely Apple would resolve this probably in the final release. Yeah, I made sure to tell them about it in the feedback app. When Apple first dropped this update, I didn't notice that they brought back a feature we all missed in Safari, since the debut of macOS 26 right from the beginning. Apple removed compact tabs from Safari, but finally on 26.4 beta 1, Apple brought it back. Yeah, and like just using it for the first time, it already makes the browsing experience way better on Safari. Yeah, because I'm someone that I enjoy Chromium browsers like Arc browser, but I still enjoyed the view on compact tabs in Safari. But after Apple did what they did back then, I was like, I'm going to definitely reduce how I use Safari. But now I'm going to come back. Yeah, I don't have a choice. I love compact tabs, and compact tabs with liquid glass is nice. Apart from compact tabs, in the control center, there was a hideous shadow that has been there for quite a while. Yeah, and Apple finally removed the shadow and made it blend in the liquid glass interface. Everything is just like a light, subtle blur behind the control center. There is not an actual shadow there anymore. Yeah, many people on Reddit welcome this change, and so do I. Speaking of welcoming changes, I'm trying to be regular and constant with macOS updates in general. I would find this really helpful if you could kindly subscribe to the channel. Yeah, this stuff is very difficult, to be very honest, to keep up with, but I'm up to the task. In Apple Music on macOS 26.4, we now have support for word-by-word lyrics, as well as translations and transliterations. Yeah, Apple brought a very nice album color matching view and interface for the Apple Music app on iOS 26.4 beta 1. We still don't have that on macOS 26.4. Sadly. Yeah, I hope Apple can actually do something about that, because trust me, that thing looks awesome on iOS. Of the scripts, I haven't really had any third-party issues with my app so far. Yeah, I even forget I run a beta sometimes. This is just me telling you my opinion based on my personal experience on my M2 MacBook Air on macOS 26.4 beta 1 for the past week. Yeah, to be honest, this feels like something I'm able to daily thrive in peace. I take it to work a lot. And also, since this is a MacBook Air, the battery does very good. Yeah, way better than how it even was on macOS 26.3, in my opinion. I mean, take a look at this. On Saturday, will I say 12.5% of energy usage gave us around, let's say, 4.5 hours of screen on time. That's awesome. 50%, or will I say 47% on Friday, gave us almost 9 hours of screen on usage. Yeah, the battery has been good for the past few releases, even on 26.3 RC, 26.3, and now 26.4 beta 1. This is just beta 1, and the battery is already this good. Yeah, to me, it even feels like it's better on 26.4 beta 1 than it was on 26.3, the stable build. I don't know, it's just my personal experience. And then this is not like the latest Mac or anything, it's just like a middle ground 16 gig RAM M2 MacBook Air, nothing special. But when you think about it, it does have the same battery life with even the M4, so that's special. So the question now is this update worth upgrading to? If you're a macOS enthusiast like me and you're just like, you enjoy trying out things you shouldn't be trying out, like betas, absolutely, you can try 26.4 beta 1. By the way, there are some bugs I mentioned in my first video. Many known issues, either with recovery or trying to erase your Mac or stuff like that. I would really recommend you watch that video. I'm going to link it in the description. Also, check Apple's release notes. Yeah, because even if I'm telling you you can install it, if you want to take the risk, there are some things you need to know before taking that risk, and you would find out everything in the release notes and also my previous video. Yeah, so thanks for watching as always, and iHaadi out. I'll see you guys when the release beta too.